Doing a PM today. Got this Trane. This is a RTHB 450. It's a screw chiller. Little bitty guy. It's got a Daikin WMC over there next to it. Another company services that one. We've got this one. So, yeah, it's kind of fun. Interesting dynamic. That thing sounds like crap and it runs. But they don't pay us to work on it. So, what can you do? Anyway, let's see what I can find. 2 condenser pressure reliefs. You can also see a bunch of oil up around the threads of it, and both of them are going off like crazy. So, I'm going to condemn both of those. Keep going through, see if I can find any others. Doing PMs downtown. This is a YVAA York air-cooled screw. It's one of the smaller ones. Tonnage on this is looks like a 227 ton. Right here, really nice view of the Capitol, just across the way. It's our downtown view for today. We've also got these Aeons here that we're doing the PMs on, getting them going. Got to hook up the controller here in a bit, the handheld, and get everything online, do our testing. Leak searching right now. These liquid line service valves on both circuits. The stems were leaking. This one was actually kind of spewing whenever we first walked up to it. And that cap was slightly leaking, and what I ended up doing is I worked the stem in and out, and every time I do, you know, you see a bunch of black crud just come with it on the stem. You keep wiping it off with a rag and cleaning it, and you may have to do that 5-10 times, so that eventually that the black residue will get a little lighter in color. Once that happens, you know, you can tighten the packing nut on it, and it'll help reseat that bushing inside there and get that stem to reseal, which it did. So that fixed the leak on both of them. And we had the man show up with the tool right there. So we got our hooked up, get our Aeons going. Well, that's the rooftop up there we're working on. One of the things that's fun about the commercial realm is constantly trying to find parking. Downtown Austin can be very difficult to do so. We're very fortunate to have quite a bit of commercial parking, even though we have time restrictions on it. You know, they don't always hit us for it. On that chiller though, everything checked out really nice on it except for the evaporator approach. I really think something's going on with the chill water loop balancing for the building. It's a really old building, and I'm just not confident that it's doing well, because we shut it down for a little bit to do some electrical checks and go through it, and it warmed up into the upper 50s in the meantime, and when we turned it back on, it took it, I think, 10 minutes to get back down below set point. Pretty concerning. I really think something's going on there. But in the meantime, now we had 6 degrees on the evap approach. We're just gonna have to ride it up for now and go a little deeper into the service call, or into a service call from the PM, and see about what's going on. So that'll be scheduled back out. In the meantime, it's running fine as it is. I'm sitting here, I've got some software testing for our new newest system we've started using. We're going through and doing some upgrades to it, and I've got to go through and this is my spreadsheet here. From this, I am doing our completely revamping our whole inspection system. So every single line by line by line, depending on what type of inspection, I've got to go through and edit, add, fix, yada yada. So I'm having to add a lot of boxes to our inspections that aren't currently there. So I've gotten 4 sections done out of 14. There's I'm already at 591 completed lines, and I'm probably going to be a couple more 100 lines, possibly additional on top of what I've already got. Just trying to clean all this up. I've got to group all this in certain ways and add some logic into the data types, and that's just a lot of stuff we got to try to do, but it'll make our system 1,000 times more efficient and easier to use once it's said and done. So fun stuff. Got a CVHE here today, doing a annual PM on. The condensers have already been brushed, filling out my report, send in oil analysis. I'm about to change this filter out. That's done through a procedure on this drain valve assembly. I usually take my oil sample from here, change that filter annually. And we've also got this purge unit. Change this filter. I've already got my label on it, so we're good there. Get that other filter changed out. Like I said, I'll get that labeled, and just going through it, you know, step by step, making sure everything's calibrated, all the sensors are good, all the times are logged. Just make sure I'm happy with where everything's at. I don't see anything I don't want to see. We'll get in here and tighten all the electrical, check the starters. My hope is to get this one wrapped up by lunch. After lunch, you get started on that one, get it knocked out, and that'll be the day.